Hi, welcome to Clearly Homemade Saturday Night Live events. I apparently messed up my camera sometime during the process, and I apologize. There's going to be some shakiness. There we go, great. So we're going to be working on our frog jar. Let me get this up and shared, and then we will continue on this jar, and it's going to be awesome. I'm excited. I'm working on a few things. You can't really see them, which is good. I have so much clay stuff. I need more mini tiles. I got one mini tile and 3 big ones. I need more mini ones. Hi, Kara. So let me get this shared, and then we can get started at 5 o'clock. I'm excited for this guy. I've already put ideas with the teeth, and then the baby picked out frog eyes. We're going to be painting them. I have to get paints, actually. That's a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and get my paints. The frog's going to be green. That's seafoam green. So we're going to do, you know what? I'm going to move to do some green. I have green. Emerald green eyes. It's going to be pretty. Hi, Michelle. I'm going to send to people to make sure they know what I'm doing. Great. Make sure this up so I can see this. Yeah, you have a bad storm, so it kind of makes sense. Let's see. No, I'm gonna go that way. There we go. Definitely more even. I apologize for the shake. Okay, great. Okay. We got the color of the frog. I did some work on his feet. But I don't know. You know, it's going to look like it's made of concrete. I think that's what I'm going to go with. A concrete looking jar. The inside looks really pretty. Nice light green color. Oh, my goodness, the feet. I mean, my goodness. Okay. We got 2 more minutes, and then it's going to officially start. So, I don't want to do a regular frog jar, just to get a bit of background. I don't do regular stuff. I try not to do regular stuff. I want to do something a little different, a little odd. So this frog is going to have human teeth. That's right. I'm actually getting this stuff. He's going to have human-looking chiclet teeth, right? Like I have done on nothing that I have seen so far. I think I did chiclet teeth on a altered Altoids tin, but nothing came of it. So I'm not sure if I even showed it off or not. It's back when I first started getting my eyes painted by myself. Okay, good. We have some clay. We have lots of colors to play with. This is from the owls from yesterday. My BFF is sending me on another project where I'm trying to replicate a labradorite gemstone. That's a lot of fun. Okay. 5 o'clock. Wonderful. Hi, thank you for joining me tonight. I am Trey with Clearly Homemade, and tonight we're going to continue working on our stash jar. And we have a mini mason jar stash jar. And it's going to have teeth. Can't really see them. Oh, you can. Kind of notch where the teeth are going to be. I did fix up the feet a little bit because they're kind of eh. But what we're going to do today is we're going to get the teeth in, and then we're going to add the eyes to the top. Actually, that's actually kind of cute if you look at it like that, but I think we're going to have it set up a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is, because painting is the longest process because you have to wait for things to dry. So I'm going to paint some eyes. And if you saw last night, you saw that painting eyes is really a pain in the butt. Now, these are not these are not my regular cabochons. These are a little different. They're actually stones you can buy at the Dollar Tree. We're going to do Kermit the Frog eyes. I think would be the best thing to do. There we go. One little Kermit the Frog eye. And then I think I'm just going to make them just green. Maybe put clay around it if I want to. So let's go ahead and paint Kermit the Frog eye. I'm not using a paintbrush. I prefer to do dots and things like that with the rubber, like this. Okay, the eyes aren't going to be even, but this dude's going to look crazy anyway, so it's not really. Let me fix that. Like, paint all of my fingers. Already! I have had 4 hours of sleep. I am very tired. All right, wonderful. But I did get some gardening done. I did mow my lawn. Great. I can't even see this thing. Camera's kind of good. Nice, good behind the white. Oh, there we go. See, nice eyes. Great. We'll let the paint dry. And we'll go from there. So let's start on the head. The body is mostly done. Okay. Body is mostly done. You don't really need to do much more except color him because he has his front and back. And he's fine with his butt here. I'm not going to add any butt dimples or anything, although that'd be kind of funny. Actually, that would be really funny if we were to put like butt cheeks. We can do that pretty easily. I'm kind of winging it. I don't know what I'm doing with this. But let's put some butt cheeks on him. Nice little butt cheeks. Then what I can do is I can take a little clay and then add. I don't have any more of that green. So we're just going to be adding colors. But the entire thing is going to be that spring green color. I believe it's the color we use for this. Because if it's not, I don't know what we're doing. I'm rolling some clay. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of the butt. Just enough to make a little idea of a butt. And it's a little warmer in here than it was earlier. I have been working with the clay though. A nice little round butt. Great. Make this smooth down. There we go. That way it won't be that terrible. Look, I'm getting paint everywhere. It's fine. Another butt cheek, right? Don't you wish body parts would be this easy to put on and off? Let me tell you the things that I would change. I would, but this is my business, so I will not. If you ever want to discuss it, add me on Facebook, or talk to me in WoW on Discord, or tonight. Okay. It's here. How's the lag, Michelle? Is it better? Got some butt stuff. We're going to have a nice pair of butt cheeks. Make sure it's a little bit more rounded. And it's going to be like a kind of flat butt. But I mean, it's sitting. So, there we go. Wonderful. Look, see? Nice little butt. I'm going to make sure that we're still going to have the curve of the butt cheeks. I've never done butt cheeks before. But having a child, I see a butt quite often. My kid's nuts. There we go. Nice round butt cheeks. There we go. And we can even be really cute and be like, boop, boop, butt dimples. Wonderful. See, now we got a butt for the frog. More people like. Wonderful. So we're going to get that colored in. It's going to look pretty neat. We're going to do that afterwards. I'm not worried about the bottom. I can paint this, so that's not a big deal. This is coming off. That's not good. But we're going to be okay. There you go. Wonderful. Okay. Time for the teeth. Now, you put the jar on. This is the key when doing teeth. Make sure it lines up. Now, I made sure about this already, so you just unscrew it, screw it back on. So no matter how you're putting it on, the teeth need to be in the front, and I have been able to do so, which is awesome and amazing that it works. I've already lined it up. So let's go ahead and take a look at teeth. Now, when we do the teeth, we want to make sure you got some gums going on. Kind of like the beholder. And probably putting a layer over it. I'm trying to think how we're going to do the teeth. Probably going to be doing a line in between. Or we can put some more teeth up here. We can put them, I figure what kind of teeth we're doing. Can't even think about that. You want to go like this. I mean, we can always cover and, you know, smush stuff around. It will get warm in here. So that's not a problem. The teeth doesn't have to be even, you know, depending on what kind of frog you're doing. Frog don't have, well, they have teeth. They have to. They eat bugs. We're going to look into that later. Right? Things you need to find out in life. I never thought I would have to find out if frogs had teeth. We're going to make his teeth uneven because he is a crazy frog. So my idea is that he went ahead and he found a pair of dentures. So he's going to have that big gaping smile because of his dentures. They're kind of even. Okay, great. So I'm going to have his mouth down here. Okay, so we're going to do a little work right here. I'm going to put a mouth right here, you know, because we have his teeth like this, so we can actually close this up when we do this. I indented pretty far, so there we go. Got some big teeth, and we're going to do the rest of this as his head, so it'll be mouth. And then I think we're going to have, we're going to cheat, and we're going to use this thing. This is a tissue blade. Cut right across, and there we go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut across again. Make that more of a teeth look to it, and we're going to use this. I like to use this because it provides a separation. It's a straight line of separation. You're probably hearing my husband laughing. I don't know why. He just woke up from a nap. There you go. He's probably delirious. I mean, I'd be delirious married to me as well. But he is with Bruce. There you go. Going to this one. Oh, I forgot to turn off the volume. I apologize. He sent me a picture of whatever it is made him laugh. And it's probably incredibly inappropriate, so I'm not going to look at it right now. Okay, we got teeth. It actually looks like it's a set of dentures. So let's go ahead and get some lips. Now, this is going to be a big frog, obviously. He's not terribly big, but we are going to get ruby red lips on this guy. And then when we do the eyes, we might get some eyelashes. You're going to be a girl frog. So let me go ahead and not do what I want. That's not what I want to do. I use my machine. Okay. I'm gonna roll this out, and then we want to cut it in half. So we're going to do half on top, half on the bottom. Snorting. There we go. What I can do, we don't want two big lips. That'd be a little ridiculous, right? Lips are too big. It's picking up all the mica powder. I just did I did a really cool thing. Wonderful, like it's just long enough. I just did the labradorite. Well, it's kind of labradorite. But you know what? I'm gonna show you guys first. Sneak peek. You probably can't see the colors. It looks terrible. Man, this webcam is stupid. But this is mica powder. It's a little bit of paint. It's supposed to look like a shiny gemstone, but it doesn't. Because why would it? This camera is terrible. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Okay, get this rolled out. I like that. I can, not too much shaking. Okay, the clay is being a little weird. When you have your clay, okay, and you need your clay and you make sure that the clay is conditioned properly, sometimes when you bend it and stuff, if it cracks when it bends, that means the clay hasn't been conditioned enough. So when you roll it, you'll also notice if the clay has been conditioned. Oh, that's not good. As well, because you'll feel the clay is separating in the middle, which is no bueno. Like an air pocket or something like that. So let me go ahead and sneak this out. Oops, I snaked it too much. Can we roll it? Roll! Bruce watches a cartoon called Dino Trucks. And it's dinosaurs that are vehicles. And one of them is a Rollodon. And all it does is say roll as it rolls. I'm sorry, he just watches the same thing on repeat all the time. Okay, great. So we got top lip and bottom lip. So let's go ahead. Now, the tricky part with the stash jar is you have to make sure, so hold on. You're going to need to add another tooth. Right there. Great. Move this over. Wonderful. Okay. We're going to have to make this fit back right where it was. Might have to cut the teeth down a little bit. Okay. So I gotta figure out the best way to do this. So I can technically have everything on the jar. It's probably the best idea. So we have the lips on the jar. Okay. I mean, it'll give it the idea that the jar is not really, separated too much. It's not gums. We're just gonna have lips. And then everybody has that little right there. Just enough to look like a separation. Not really. I'm terrible at that. It's fine. It's fine. Now, I'm going to have to take this apart because when you bake this, the way you bake clays, you don't want anything to happen to the glass itself. So when you start to bake this, you actually put this into a cold oven. You wait for it to heat up, and then you start your timer for however long it is. So these will have to be separated, which, I mean, I've done before. I mean, all my my dragon eyes and things like that all go in a cold oven. Because if you don't, then you have a chance of the glass shattering, which completely destroys your design. Now that we know that this is a good spot, we're going to make this red. Nice lips. Nice clean lips. Maybe we'll bow the lip up here. Make it fuller lip. Just like this. Add more lips to the teeth. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm putting these lips on them, see how it looks there. That reminds me of those chattering teeth. I wonder if we should put a wind up on his back. People. Okay, so now we're gonna make a bow to the lip. It's getting warm in here, so the clay is easily smushable, which is good and bad. We're gonna have a little bit of issues with details. Okay, now remember these are gonna be red, or we're gonna have to paint those red, because you know me, I don't have red mica powder to make it. I have like 6 reds and they're not red. I mean, one of them is a red, but it's not a good red. Okay, let's look. That is not what it's supposed to look like. So let's smush this down a little bit more. That's good. Cover the teeth just a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna have to add that. That's more like gums than lips. Whatever. I mean, it's a frog with teeth. I'm sure what you're expecting. Okay, great. One set of chompers. Wonderful. Which doesn't look that bad at all. Nice smile. So let's go ahead and add the pieces to the side to close the mouth up. Oh, but first, remember, painting takes a while. Let's go ahead and get our frog eyes done. You're going to give it green. This right here, this green, it's pretty cool. This is the Folk Art Metallic Emerald Green 653. Okay. Put it way over there. That's when I should do it. And the black is the Folk Art 479 Pure Black, and it's the matte acrylic. Make sure there's green all over it. Wonderful. Okay. Wonderful. Great. Okay. We got our lips. Smushed it down a little bit. I'm gonna roll it. Roll. Me in my head forever. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. Like that. Relatively even. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not really showing well. My son got slime for being really, really good at the store with Daddy today. And it's his favorite toy. And the best part about the slime, it's not really slime, it's actually putty. And it's the putty that it comes in a plastic container, and you press it down and it farts. Now, I love fart jokes. I am incredibly immature, and I believe fart jokes are hysterical. So when he does it, I giggle every single time because it sounds like a real fart. And I'm always like, oh, is that you? And he laughs at me. He's like, no. It's funny. Best part about having a kid is that you can be as immature as you want. The only problem is you have to remember that you're the adult. Okay, I'm going to cover this up. It's one of our rubber tools.
Oh, it's putty, Mommy.
Yes, it is putty, buddy.
That farts.
That farts. It's putty. That farts. That's right. Just like that. Just like that. See? Farting putty. And it's amazing. Yeah, I'm going to paint these. Nice ruby. I actually have candy red, like a lipstick. Very exciting. And how that's going to look. Okay. Move this a little bit. It really is. Like, all his great stuff that he learned from me. Not from his dad. I take full credit. All the bad stuff is from his dad. He's too cute. He picked me out a Mother's Day gift. That's why they went out today. And he's terrible at keeping a secret, which is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. But he is. I think I'm going to add some more teeth back here, just to make it even creepier. See? There's a gape right here. So we're going to go and add another tooth. Just to make it really, really creepy. Because, you know, frog with dentures is not creepy enough. Great. Are these dry yet? Are they? Oh, not yet. Oops. That's fine. I should definitely going to get a little more green. I will always use my fingers. I'm going to have to wait forever for this to dry. Always. Just like the way it looks. Okay, great. Oh, see? Might have a problem. Might have a problem. No, it should be good. Okay, great. Great. Great's the word. Word is great today. Okay, let's go ahead. Just everywhere. Get this lip. Now we have our teeth. Anyone see what it looks like? I do. The creepiest frog ever. There's a little butt. There's a little butt. There's little butt dimples. Sorry. Making me laugh. I might keep this for myself. Okay, let's see. Maybe close the jar up. Make sure that the clay's not sticking together, otherwise the jar won't seal. And look at that. We have a mouth on a frog jar. That looks really good. I really like how that looks. So now we design the head. Okay, so we're going to see where the clay is running into each other. Now, this is very important with the stash jar, any jars that you do. I made a jar, and the issue that I kept running into is that the clay kept rubbing onto each other, and it made it difficult to close. That was the first stash jar I ever did, the second one. But it was definitely a different model, and I tried to make it more closed than I had originally. Try to make it more closed than the other one that I did before that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to smush this clay off on the inside of the jar. See there's a little bit of clay? Let's see. Welcome back, Michelle. Hope you got it fixed. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you missed it, Michelle. The frog now has a butt. I'll show you the butt once again. I know, my butt. A little butt. That's a frog butt. I call my kid my little frog because he just, yeah, I know you can't fix the rain. I wish you didn't. Well, I mean, you kind of needed rain, right? Not a terrible thing. Let's see. Okay, I want to make sure that this looks kind of even. We've got our teeth. Okay, eyes are almost done. So how do you think we should do the eyes? I think we're going to need to do a little bit more of a dome, and then have the eyes kind of like look right there. So we're actually just going to be piling clay on. So this is the color I mixed previously, but I have a lot of the scrap purple, so we're going to use this instead. Having solid clay means a longer bake time, but that's fine. Yeah, that's true. We don't have the rain. Well, I mean, listen, I have enough rain, and we're not even in our rainy season yet. Mowing the lawn is just awful. And there's my New Jersey accent, haha. So when it comes to clay, when you do not add anything as an armature or like a stuffing, essentially, there is a longer time for it to bake. I believe it's like 15 minutes for every 1/4 of an inch. I don't understand what a 1/4 of an inch is. I have issues with depth perception and volume perception and things like that. So I cannot measure correctly. Like 6 inches to me is like this, but I know it's probably like this, but this is probably a foot. So yeah, it's just terrible. But that's fine. I mean, obviously the issues are fine, but the thickness of the clay is fine, because as long as the clay is being baked at around 270 to 275 degrees Fahrenheit, you can put it in forever. When I did the bird, since I was unable to measure how much thickness of the clay between the aluminum foil and the actual clay, I put in for 5 hours, right? Feathers didn't catch fire, clay didn't catch fire, it's good. So this is fine that the clay is, see what I mean? Look at that. The clay is thick, and that's okay, because we can put it in for as long as we want to, as long as we're still maintaining the correct temperature. What I do, try this again. Since I have an electric oven, I do have to worry about spiking for temperature. The way an electric oven works is it gives you a whole lot of heat, and then it backs off, and then a whole lot of heat, and then it backs off. So what I do is I bake on one of these, or in a roaster pan, which is aluminum foil, and then I tent it by using aluminum foil to cover it, and that allows some insulation to regulate the heat that you're having. When it comes to putting on a tile, I do tent also, but the tile helps regulate the heat even better than a roaster pan does. So I do have the 2 options. I believe in this case here, I might just put it in the roaster pan, because why not? This might just be a little easier. I have hair here. What the heck? What the heck? I mean, it's fine that it's there. It's not going to catch fire or anything, which is awesome. Okay. So it's pretty cool about the feathers too, how they don't catch fire. Oh, wow. That's terrible, Paul. We don't have that kind of flooding here at the moment. Uh-oh, I'm smushing everything. It's okay. We're going to be able to fix this. So while this is popping off now, it won't when it is all said and done, when it's baked. The only reason why it is now is that there's nothing really holding the bottom of the thing right here. So even if it did pop off after it's baked, I can glue it. It's not a problem. I'm going to make sure that this is all even, like that. So we're going to go like this. We smush. Make sure we're adding pressure to here. Great. All right, with salad and that piece of hair came back. Whatever, it's going to stay there now. This is going to be for me. We are definitely going to be fixing the teeth. There we go. Fixing under here. We're going to do a few more of the put it on, take it off kind of thing, just to make sure that any kind of movement that I'm adding to it is not going to be impeding the opening and closing of the jar. Because that would be poop. Okay. Let's see. So this, and that should just, there we go, pull it right off. Great. And if you're not sure if your glass would be okay in the oven, you can always put your glass or even your wood in the oven first to see how it reacts to the heat. Just in case it's lower quality glass, or you want to make sure. There's nothing wrong with doing that. And also, you can bake clay multiple times. So let's say, for instance, after this, I bake it. I'm like, oh, that's great. But I'm like, oh, I forgot something. I can put it on, throw it back in the oven, which is also pretty neat as well. I really like clay. Like, I've tried to learn as much as I can. I like how versatile it is. You can make whatever you want. You're under a tornado warning again? Michelle, what the heck? I'm not. I have nothing here. Oh, we're going to get hurricanes soon. So, you know, it'll be exciting. It's maybe a little darker out. I think probably going to have storms. Happy I mowed the lawn. I'll tell you right now, I'm like, dark. This is not what the rest of me looks like. I am white. I was joking around and I said that my tan is, I look like an orca. Not that dark, obviously. But when I looked at my belly or like my legs, compared to my arms, there's a definite color difference. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I missed leg day. That's funny. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this rolled. I need to get an acrylic roller. Okay, I need an acrylic roller. Remind me, Michelle, that I got to get an acrylic roller. It will not stick as much as the wood does. I've had this thing for a while, as you can tell, and I have cleaned it. But my colors like to stick a lot, especially the black, because you know the black doesn't want to work well with me. Okay. Just trying to even this out, give it a more smooth appearance. I'm just going to keep adding some more clay. I appreciate the company tonight, just want you to know that. I love when people come on and I interact with them because honestly, I'm just crazy talking to myself all the time. That's how it feels. Be really neat when I'm done too. I have gems I just never get a chance to use. Figure out how to do it the better way. I gotta figure out what we're doing for dinner. Awesome. Oh, thank you for tagging me on the post. What are you doing in here? Okay.
I'm just in here watching the video.
There you go. Watch out and see if he escaped from his dad. Oh man, I wish I could video what happens in here sometimes. I really do. Okay. Well, if we got some black added in, because why not? Remember, we want to get a more uniform appearance. So I'm not really sure how much is going to be. It's like a family circus with one child, two parents. Dog and cat. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of a dip. That's fine. Remember, this is supposed to look like concrete, which is why it looks like this. That's my reasoning behind it, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Look, we got that bow bag. Look at that. It actually looks like lips now. Ah, look at that. We're definitely going to be fixing some teeth. So, okay, we're pretty good. Now make sure this is going to add a little bit more clay here. Add more clay. Any luck, this will definitely make it stick. That would be pretty awesome. I feel like this. Keep pressing in. Keep pressing in. I don't want to keep pressing around here either, so we're going to need to make sure this gets smoothed out also. Let's see. Okay. Great. The eyes are dry. So, holy cow, this is going to be the creepiest frog ever. So now let's do the eye lumps. What are we doing? Eye lumps. Now, you see this big thing of black? Useless. Absolutely useless. It does not want to knead correctly. Doesn't want to do anything I want. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 pieces around the same size. Then we are going to eye lumps. Poor kid's choking. Can you give him some water? I'm a mommy. Okay, that's just how it works. Okay, we're gonna have eye lumps. See this? That's an eye lump. All right. On what? The eye lumps? Or the husband? I don't have a horse. He's choking. Okay. Michelle asked, have you smacked it around or used a crop on it? And I'm not really sure what she's referring to. There is a delay. Ooh. You mean the red guy? So I remember the red guy that looked like a normal humanoid. There was a pink guy with the smelly armpits, and there was a black and white upside down candy cane. I loved Real Monsters. Like, my mom got me the set, and they really smelled, and they really did what they're supposed to. Like, I remember the stinky armpits. Oh. Yeah, no, I run at the machine. I have manually run at the machine multiple times. My child's still choking or coughing. Oh yeah, no, he's useless. Or the clays. I might need to pause this. Okay. Get these about the same. Here we go. They're kind of the same, right? Right? Okay. And then the frog eye. Just like that. Can you hear him coughing? Yeah. Yeah, that's my favorite. What was his name? Yeah, he was the leader, and he was my favorite. And he had a very distinguished voice. But the armpit dude, oh man, I was stinky. I don't know what they put on the armpit to make it smell. No, I don't know if he has an allergy or not. He's just eating Pringles. These eyes are really different. Okay, this guy's gonna look like he's in LSD for it. That's cool. You ready? Let's see how horrible this looks. Oh man, this might be a bad idea. Might be too creepy. So yeah, make sure the eyes are even-ish. Look at that. What do you think? Too much? Might be too much. It's like 3-year-old made it. I think that's too much. It's a little too weird even for me. Let me get this paint, so I'm not worried about that. What do you think? Thoughts? Thoughts about the eyes? Ah! Oh, that's right. The delay you haven't seen yet. There you go. I don't like this. Okay. Let me fix him. Let me do... Oh, I'm glad you think he's cute. I think he's creepy. I'm gonna move his eyes back a little bit. Got a little bit more definition. Okay, great. No, that's the false teeth. That's what these are. The frog found a pair of dentures. Apparently the person who owned them did drugs. So he's kind of like, you know what? Do you remember the President of the United States band of the song they did about the frog? Frog jumped over there that day. Watch him jump, da, 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 da. I know I'm not saying it right, but I haven't heard it in forever. What movie? I am so played with you. Oh, the frog. The idea behind this frog is one, he's made out of concrete, okay? But he stole somebody's dentures, which is why he has human-looking teeth. So he stole somebody's dentures. There is an anime, there is a short done by Pixar about an old man who plays himself for his dentures. So that's kind of like what I'm going for a little bit. Okay, so we got frog eyes. We got a little bit more definition to the frog eyes. We got time. I like doing this for an hour, man, because it's not half an hour. Like, you can't get anything done. You can, but just to see. I might be adding some eyelashes. Remember, plain eyes are great, but if you need definition, you can always add eyelashes. Always add eyelashes. Make sure. Meet the Robinsons. That is a cute movie, but I don't know what that's in reference to. I really feel like that conversation is lost somewhere. You're going to have to tell me more tonight. Okay. Make sure that this is not. Yes, yes, now I remember. Okay, I got you. But that's not what I was going for. But yes, now that you mention it. Why is this being weird? Well, it's because it's a frog with teeth, right? Oh, okay. Okay, it's going to be. Depth to this is going to be incredible. You got to make sure the eyes open a little bit. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. There we go. Oh my goodness. This looks even crazier. Look at that. You know what? This is it. I like this. Crazy frog with teeth. Let me go ahead and squish it down. Even, and then this is the last thing I need to do is add this dude. We're gonna add nostrils. No, some type. Make sure this gets evened out. Can't wait to mica powder this thing. It's gonna be incredible. It's a nice size stash jar too. And the best part is, after I put, when it's done, it's gonna get a coat of polyacrylic. Yeah, that's true. It's gonna be covered in polyacrylic, so this can actually stay outside. So if you need, like somewhere to stash your key or something like that, this is something that you could use for it. Just hide the frog in some flower pots or your garden. And you shouldn't lose it because it's a crazy looking frog. His eyes close together. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. We'll get some nostrils ready. Boop, boop. Nostrils. That's it. Crazy frog. Now we can give him a hat or we can just leave him be. But let's go ahead and get his teeth fixed. We're going to pretend he has insurance. I like this too. I like how it looks. Okay, I'm going to get the separation of the teeth. I did use white on purpose. So I thought I was going to be funny and be like, oh, I can totally get white. It's supposed to be. We're going to put this guy on. This guy looks nuts. Wait till you see this. Well, there we go. Remember, we have to do it a couple times. Make sure the clay is not sticking together. And he's like this. Voila. I put his eyes on wrong. There we go. He does, you can kind of see the pupil a little bit. Looks like he needs glasses. Okay. Big smile. I'll move him backwards a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. What kind of nose do you think? A little squat frog. I'm going to fix his lips first. Fix his lips. Now, let's see. Squish up the lips. Oh, no, I can make glasses. Like, what kind of nose, though? It's a frog. I mean, it's one thing to have teeth, because he stole dentures. It's quite another to have. You know what actually the teeth remind me of? Chicken Run. So, Wallace and Gromit, the creator of that, the English humor claymation. That's what this reminds me of, because the way their teeth are, I love them. Okay, I'll put a nose on. You want like nostrils or just like holes for the nose? So I can do either. There we go. Look at his mouth. He's ridiculous. You know what? I'll be afraid to give him my keys because I would think he would try to eat my finger. Kind of like that beholder I did. So he's going to eat the finger. You're in so much trouble. My child is being silly. Ooh, somebody's playing some loud music. I wonder from where. Nostrils. Okay, I'll put nostrils on here. Let's go. Yep. Bruce is getting a nap. I'm getting a nap as soon as I'm done. Oh, is it those people? The jungle people? Our house next to us. You might hear some bass to it. Let's see them up. He's like doing that really fake smile. So the house next to us has been having issues, and they have been trying to. I haven't seen them in a while, but they've been trying to get the house fixed up and stuff. And the issue they're having is that the people who had it before were spiteful, and they poured concrete in the wells. The house has no water. They've been trying to get that worked on and stuff. Let me go ahead and get the teeth. Really, I hate when people play music with that kind of bass. So it just goes right through the house. I mean, you probably can't hear it in the living room. This is a little different. Look at that. So what we need to do now is we need to get this all smooth. I mean, I can do a little choppy. If I do a little choppy, it will look more like concrete. Or I can do it smooth. Go. Do it smooth, make it more realistic. Yeah, that's very, very, very spiteful that they did that. And it's a family of 4 with 2 dogs. They're nice enough, you know. We have 2 boys. I've talked to them like 3 times. Yeah, they definitely have it. I'm not repeating that comment. Well, the people we had here too were kind of spiteful. When they found out that the house was being sold, they stopped doing any work. So, like, the grass was up to our knees, or it was up to, like, honestly, almost up to my shoulders. It was terrible. But whatever. I love my house. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, but it's still, you know, our house. I'm going to paint the lips because we're having some issue with the... I'm going to paint the teeth, I mean, because we're having some issue with the clay here. We got, what, 15 minutes? Okay. Wonderful. So you know what that means? Time to do some stuff. Okay, wait, nostrils. That's right. We're going to take this guy head off. Good. Oh, there we go. That was the issue. You see that right there? You want to make sure this stays on. So we're going to go like this. You didn't see that. So this part popped off right there. So we're going to get that fixed. And this needs to come out a little bit like that. So let me go ahead. You know, it's the worst part about doing this. It's getting the clay not to work on each other. Okay. So we want to have it over a little bit. Let's see if I can push it out. We're going to try to close it again and see how that looks. Oh no, the internet's down. Okay, I'm glad you're back. You were gone for like a second. Okay. How we look? Good? The space is all the way to the right, so maybe not closed. There we go. Eyes are closed. You have any issues? No, no issues. Good. Good, 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 good. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. So you don't want any holes here. Okay, it's supposed to look like concrete, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm going to color this thing because it is done. Oh, nostrils, nostrils. So we're going to do a little loop. You want it to be like really creepy. Okay, see, that's the issue we're going to have. Okay, fix this a few more times. It's definitely warm in here now. Okay, how about that? Dots for nose? Raved and dot for nose. And dot for nose. Look at that. How about that? Get the eye fixed a little bit. You've got a lot of those rubber tools today. It looks weird. As my mom would say, oh, it's weird. Oh, hi, Kristen. We're giving it nostrils. Oh, look at that. Nostrils. There you go, 3D nose. Great. Okay, now's the fun part. So let's go ahead one more time for the test. Make sure we can close and open it. Okay, great. Let's see if we have any issues. That's what the guy's gonna look like. Go ahead. And open it up. Wonderful. Okay, now, since this has a bit of a lip to it, we're gonna keep it up. But we are going to do the green color that I want. Not really. I just wanted to do something. And if it's kind of creepy, like I'm okay with creepy. You know, I don't want to do anything super normal. But I'm going to put some dots back here. Because I think it should have dots. I used to draw a frog sitting on a lily pad. And he always had rain. Yeah. Okay, I like the nose too. He always had a rain falling on him. But the frog was always happy. And he always had dots. He always had like these kind of dots like right on his legs. I just thought it was pretty cool. I know, I'm drawing. No, frogs don't have ears. I don't care. No, this is it. But now it's time for the color, which I apparently can't find. Here it is. Ready? Ready for the coloring? He does need an umbrella. Or a yellow rain cap. No, no, no umbrella. Because it's one more thing that can break off. We're not doing an umbrella. We like him just like this. This is it. Let's do the painting. And I have this wonderful little paint thing. Is this the color? No, I don't know if this is the color. Yeah, I think, I don't know what that color is. You know, it might be the color. I kind of like him like this. Yeah, you know, but he's a frog, and frogs are supposed to like to get wet, you know? No, this is definitely not the right. Yes, it is. You can see the color. Separate the head. You can see the color. You're kind of like that glimmer, and that glimmer is what this green is right here. So we're actually looking at the right color. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough to do the whole thing. It stinks, but at the same time, it's fun. We have his butt. Yeah, something like that would be an accessory. I wouldn't necessarily hear that his butt. Should have smoothed it out more. Whatever. Do some pop, 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 pop. I'm going to be painting underneath or putting a felt pad. I just, hold on, see, you can't really see it if I do it this way, but this would be the easiest for me since I can go quickly. Be very shiny. Yeah, I love his butt. My favorite. Oh, like my kid's butt. I love his butt. I'm gonna embarrass him and tell him one thing. I mean, he doesn't care now. He'll do it. What? Is that an ice cream man? I'm sorry. I just saw an ice cream man drive by. Ice cream men, or ice cream people, I should say, do not drive their trucks through here. I'm happy Bruce was inside. Maybe it's because it's so hot. You're still going to see the difference in colors. You know, you're going to see a little bit of a dark for the purple. You see what I mean? Make sure I'm doing, since I don't have a lot of this, make sure, I should have used another brush. I figured since I was doing a lot, it wouldn't matter. I don't even know where that brush is. It's a brush I've been using for the other stuff. I really liked how it came out like that, my butt. Wow. There we go. Patty, look, it's a butt. Okay, so we're not going to worry about the bottom at all. I'm going to pull up some mica powder off of here. That frog body. I mean, I'm going to touch it up before it goes in the oven. I don't do the oven while Billy is home, because it gets hot. So for him, I do it when he's at work. So this will go in the oven on Monday. I'll make sure everything's done the way I want. Now, for the head. Don't forget, the lips are getting painted red. So then we're going to have the spot be whatever difference in color it is. Yeah, exactly. We should name this frog Becky. This is Becky the frog. And look at her butt. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. Okay, I'm not worried about the mica powder going on the mouth. I am going to have to paint the eyes. Or no, I have to paint the lips and I have to paint the teeth. So that won't be a problem either. There is a reason why it looks a little, try to think the best way to put it. It looks a little off, okay? The reason why it looks a little off is because this is supposed to be a concrete frog. Let me get my stuff out of the way. No, this is, what's that song, Becky from Across the Street? She doesn't want a bow. Besides, I put mica powder in her. I can't put anything else on. Yeah, some dots. This is green, and it's coming out looking like it's purple. I'm gonna definitely. This color is just something else, man. I wish. I can't wait to show you a picture. Becky from Across the Way. That's right. J-Lo made the song because of Jay-Z cheating on her, or Beyonce did. I don't know, one of them did. I only know this. It's just a random factoid. That's it. Okay, now take a look. Frog. We have, oh, we missed some part back here. Guess we have to go ahead and touch the butt. Ah! Look, my name is Nemo, and I'm touching the butt. Not there. Speaking of, Bruce is a big fan of Dory. Big fan of Dory. Which is funny because it's just like her mommy, just like his mommy. Suffer from short-term memory loss. Okay, so here we go. Let me close this up. Frog is going in the oven. He kind of looks a little like, well, okay. Frog is going in the oven on Monday. This is what we have. Painted eyes. Jenny was from the blog. Okay, so the bottom is going to get painted, probably black. It might be given foam or felt, depending. It might just get painted. And then the frog, you can see his butt highlighted, nice little highlight. So you can see, as I do with the dragon eyes, there's multiple colors on here. And with the mica powder that I use, you're going to see that those colors come out, but only when you turn them a certain way, which is really neat how that works. This whole thing is going to get a coat of polyacrylic, so it can become waterproof and we don't have to worry about the mica powder coming off, which is really nice. Now, this frog is supposed to look like it's made of concrete, and I did that as best as I could. But you know what? Ready? Ready, ready, ready. I know I'm getting it all over me. Oh, well, whatever. Close it up. Remember, we have to make sure it closes. There we go. This is our frog. A frog stash jar. You can use this to start, look at all of my fingers. You can use this to store your keys in, like if you want to do like a hide key. You can use something like this to store, if you're in Colorado or 26 states, you can store your weed in it, you know, for a stash jar. You can use this to store pennies, whatever you want. It's small, buttons, yes, buttons, pins, that kind of thing. So this is Becky the frog from across the block. We're going to do across the block. This is Becky from across the block because that's it. This is Becky the frog. She's pretty cool. So thank you everybody for joining me in the creation of Becky from across the block. Make sure to open this up. I will be getting her painted, and then we're going to see how that turns out. And then that's it. So thank you everybody for joining me tonight for our, all in my hands. Thank you for joining me tonight for our scheduled event, our Saturday Night Live event. I can't talk today, where we finish up our mini mason jar frog stash jar. I look forward to seeing you guys throughout the week. And on Friday with my impromptu, I'm going to be working on probably the owl, and then I have a few other projects coming up. Of course, if you guys want to see anything specifically created, please let me know. I will love to create what you want on camera. And you can join me and provide instruction on how you want to and become that customer. No, I'm just kidding. But I would love it. I would love for you to do that. Of course, as always, I look forward to creating with you, and I look forward to seeing you throughout the week. Have a nice night. Thank you for joining me.